Happy New Year, everyone. Today, it's January 4th, I believe. And I am just itching to rejudge, rotate things throughout the house, refresh the space. I took down all my Christmas decor and I'm just ready to, I don't know, walk into the new year with a little bit of a refresh. And so I'm gonna start in the kitchen. As you can see, I have the IKEA basket lights. I've had them up there for quite a while. And as I mentioned, I just want to kind of elevate the space a little bit. So I ordered these just regular lampshades off of Pottery Barn. Now, what I should have done is I should have went to Target and got them, to be honest, got them a little bit less expensive, but I loved the color so much. Now, I had to kind of prep mine to be able to work up here. If you own your home or your space, they have actual pendant lights that look just like this, that have like the whole thing, the cord, the whole thing. So I will link those down below. I'll also link everything that I can in this video that you see down below. But I had to hand saw off and I could have used a Dremel or something to make it a little easier, but I sawed these off yesterday. So they had that little kind of like bolt that helps hold it to the lamp. I sawed that off. I have no idea how I'm going to put these up here. So I'm not too worried about it looking super professional. We live in an apartment, it's temporary, and I don't really think anyone's gonna really be looking at the lamp or the light fixture that closely. This is the light fixture that comes with the apartment, and then this is the little update that I did. And to be honest, I'm gonna need to think this through a little bit more because it's basically just sitting up there. Any sort of gust of wind or anything like that is gonna make it kind of fall over. So I'm trying to sort that out in my head and see what I can do to kind of secure it enough for it to just be there. But I do kind of like the contemporary vibe it's bringing to our space, especially, like I said, with so much of the rustic items that we have. And with what I'm gonna do with the bar, I think it'll really kind of pull it together nicely. When it comes to lampshades, whether you have them in your kitchen like this or even in your bedroom, one thing I always try to remember is to face the seam away or up against a wall. So because I'm in the living room right now looking into the kitchen, I don't wanna look at the seam. It's actually on the other side. So let me show you. So the seam is on this side, which is okay because I'm in the kitchen looking out. But what I want and what I think is better is if you have it seamless on this side. So when guests are over or you're sitting in the living room chatting with your guests, when they're looking into the kitchen, it looks nice and pristine. And also when it comes to lamps, like my bedroom in here, when it comes to your bedroom lamps, same thing. Try to tuck those seams in the back so when you're walking into the bedroom, they're nice and seamless and beautiful and presented really well. Walk around your house, check this out. Even sometimes, like with turning your lamps on and off, they can kind of get pushed towards the front, and I always just flip them around to the back. I don't care if I'm at a hotel room. I don't care if I am at a family or friend's house and staying in their guest bedroom or really in their living room. I will flip their lampshades around so the seam is against the wall. Okay, so up here, I'm just gonna remove some of the items that need to be removed. I'm gonna take this over to the bar. And I'm also gonna take our little hand-carved pieces that we got in Mexico and put these over on the bar. We love collecting these. As much as I love my clay pot, I feel like it is a little bit big up here, so I'm gonna take this down. It's kind of heavy. I just put it up there. I might be able to go on the island. Okay, I got the bar cleared off from items that will not be up there. 2 tips that I want to give for the kitchen. This is so random. One is really random. The other one is fine. Your hand soaps. I always tell my husband, I'm always like, soap first, because I know that this seems like a no-brainer tip. And like a lot of you might already do this, but I know there's some of you out there who don't do this because I've gone to so many places where there's just puddles of water right here. So one tip for when you're washing your hands in the kitchen or in the bathroom, soap then wash, and you're not gonna have any of that water puddling up by your soap. I know that's so random, but I had to say it. I had to say it. Anyway, okay, the other tip is the bowls. I've given this tip so many times in different styling videos and vlogs. This is a set of 3 bowl set, and I wanna show you how I get that layering effect, which I might not even use for this. Basically, you're gonna get the bowls in a set of 3, and they're going to be in each other like this. So the small's in the middle, middle's in the middle, large is on the outside. All you're gonna do is swap the middle bowl and the small bowl. So you're gonna put the small bowl directly in the large bowl, and then you're gonna put the middle bowl on top, and it's gonna be layered for you. So it's a nice little hack just to get that layer and that height. And I always give that tip because game changer, and I love it. But I actually might not do that with these this time. I might separate them to get some consistency throughout the shelf, and I don't know, I gotta play. Okay, so I went throughout our house and I kind of shopped our home. Nothing was off limits because I am going room by room and just giving it like a new year refresh. I pulled some items that I think could be really cute on the shelf especially, but in the kitchen. For the artwork, I really want some artwork that's like kitchen artwork, whether I need to paint something myself or find something, maybe some citrus, some still life of some sort. I do want that, and I don't always love using placeholders, but I might use one of these ship pieces of vintage artwork that I have. I think this one's a sketch, and then this one I do think is a print. I do kind of think I might put that light up there. It's kind of small, but if I create a zone for it, I think it could work. And then I have this like vintage rolling pin that I have. You guys saw this in an Amazon haul. And then this I might use for a utensil holder. It is heavy, it's metal, it's like a pot for plants, but I might use it as a utensil holder. And then I just pulled some other pieces here. I do think I might take some of my not coffee table books, excuse me, my cookbook, and put them up there as well. So I'm just gonna kind of play. I want it to be beautiful, also a little functional, you know, with like my mixing bowls and things. I have everything kind of sorted away, so I'm not in super need of space at the moment, so I can make this a little bit more beautiful than I would if I really, really needed it to be functional. Like I am busting at the seams, but everything has a spot right now. A little short down here, but this is where I'm gonna put a headphone in, put a podcast on, and just go to town. I'm gonna probably decorate this, move things around, redecorate it, move it around, redecorate it. Styling takes time, so be patient with yourself, and once you love it, you will know, okay, that's working, I love that. But it does take some shifting things around, mixing up materials, getting some different height levels and layers in there, and just playing until it feels good. So that's what we're gonna do. am at a very good stopping point. Now, I will preface before I give you a little tour that there are a couple of things that I still need to add to the kitchen, but I just don't have them on hand, like greenery, and then also I want to get a couple more bowls for the little open shelving. But I feel like I'm at a really good place right now, and I also have room to switch things around, to add more things, which I think is a really good tip, is give yourself a little bit of space for adding things or switching things around. So I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of how the kitchen is looking right now. I would say it's very organic vibes right now. I actually really like it. I wanted it to feel very lived in, very functional, things that we could just grab and use, and not like super over the top styled. Here is where we are. I put our fruit bowl right on the island. It's still pretty big, but honestly, these light fixtures are making it feel less big. It feels like scaled a little bit better, and I like it right there. The little blender area, nothing changed over here. So I left this how it is. It's very functional for us, and I really like the way it works. I like having the paper towels here. I like having the cutting boards right next to the blender, so if we need to chop anything. I also like that it's up against the wall right there. I feel like it feels very like used, and I like that. Now right here, this is where I'm having a little bit of a problem. I would like to put some greenery right there. I just don't have any right now. I did put some flowers out there and didn't like it. I put some scrub brushes out there and didn't like that. So I'm just gonna wait and put some greenery when we go to the grocery store next. And by greenery, I'm thinking a little bit of fresh herbs until we use them up. That will be what that is right there. I know the cords just kind of kill, but you know what? This is a real kitchen and it is what it is. For the coffee station, I already know this stuff will end up being put away because it's a little bit styled right here. It's functional, but I think it's just a little bit too styled. So what I did was I pulled out some of our mugs, and I really love these double walled mugs that I got off Amazon. As I mentioned, everything will be linked down below. The little espresso cup, I just ordered the most beautiful espresso mugs. I will put a picture up on the screen. I am so excited to get those, but they haven't arrived yet. Those might make their way out here and stay out here, but I thought I would make a little coffee moment. The fruit bowl usually ends up over there, but the fruit bowl is so big next to the espresso maker. So I kind of wanted to move that and then just make this a little bit more delicate. And I just pulled out some things that we have. I got these off of Amazon, and I just thought these would be nice to stir the coffees. This is just in a little espresso shot, a little wood bowl, and then I have like just a cup right here. Like I said, it's pretty styled just because I felt like there needed to be something right here. Because I moved the fruit bowl away, it felt very empty right here. So I just did a little styled moment. Now, one other thing is if I had some coffee beans, I would maybe add those in just for styling purposes. I love that. KitchenAid stayed. Toaster stayed, and then over here I swapped out the utensil holder, which I actually like this one a bit better. I think because it's a little bit more narrow, the wooden spoons are sitting a lot better. Now I could probably purge some wooden spoons, but for now I just kind of left it how it is. Stacked the cookbooks over here, or a few of them. Stacked a couple limestone bowls, added some my garlic in there, and I love that. Now I did put away my brass pepper grinder and my brass recipe box just to switch it up for a little bit. I still love them so much, but I felt like I wanted a little bit of a switch up. For my kitchen towel, I just still have the Amazon kitchen towel out, and I love it. I think it goes with this vibe so well. Okay, so for the open shelving, it's not 100% done. I do have this ship artwork up here. It's a vintage print. I want something that is more kitchen-like. I feel like I would like that a lot. But I did put that up there as a placeholder. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of placeholders, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's up there for now. I love it. I think it's really cute up there. I might try out a mirror that I have. I do kind of like that idea as well, so I might swap that out with you guys and see if we like that better. I want to get 4 more of these bowls. These bowls are the best bowls ever. They're sold out right now, but I'm gonna watch for those and get some more of those. I pulled out some appetizer plates that is the same set as the bowls, and they have like just this organic look to them. I love these. I might order 4 more of these as well. Love those so much. And then I pulled out some vintage clay pots. Now this one was in my living room. This one was out in my outside closet. And also out in my outside closet is this vintage rolling pin and this vintage spoon that I never used, and I knew that at some point, somehow, some way, I was going to be able to use these. And this is why I really like to find unique decor elements and really hold on to them and have that inventory, so to speak, to kind of fall back on and pull items from. So I pulled those out from the outside closet. And then over here, I just have a couple books, a mixing bowl, and then I haven't been using our salt cellar lately. So I thought I would just go ahead and put the salt cellar in there just to give it a handle and another wood element to thread through. And I love how it turned out. I do wish I had some more ceramics up here, but I will get them up here. But it's a nice little starting point, and I just think it's so cute. Let me know what you guys think. It's a little bit different. I loved the bar up here, but now that we have the bar in the other space, I just thought, why not make a beautiful moment? And I would use these things. I'll use the mixing bowl. If we're cooking something and I do want to pull out the salt cellar, I can just grab it real quick and, you know, use it. What I may do over where the utensils are is pull out my salt and pepper little bowls and just let those sit out on the everyday. So I might do that, but I just felt like I was at like a good point and kind of like, okay, let me live in this space, see how I like it. I don't have a runner in our kitchen. Our kitchen's really, really tiny, and for some reason, putting a rug in here makes it feel kind of cluttery. It just takes up too much. So I take that out and haven't had one in here. It's also very dusty where we live, so I haven't done that. But let me give you a close-up of all of this. So here's how that little kitchen towel looks. Sometimes I like that vibe, and it really kind of pulls it together. And then here is a closer look of the open shelving. Like I said, I would love to add some more ceramics, but they're sold out at the moment, but I will be watching those like crazy. And as soon as they come back in stock, I will share that with you guys over in the community tab and on Instagram. Let's swap out that artwork real quick for a mirror that I have and see if we like that better than this. But other than that, I think she's done. Okay, so I brought the mirror out, I cleaned the mirror, I dusted it. This has become a kitchen staple. I just had to mention it because I just used it to dust the mirror. It's amazing. I use this to sweep things up, mostly dry things. Flour I would sweep up and then clean the surface. Amazing. This one's sold out, but I did find one that's very, very similar, and it's in stock and it's less expensive. Okay, let's see how this mirror looks. All right, there's the mirror. What do you guys think? Do you like the mirror or the artwork better? I like that mirror way more than I thought I was going to. Okay, I kind of like the mirror. What do you guys think? Do you like the mirror or the artwork better? Let me know down in the comments. I could also flip it so it's more horizontal instead of portrait. It looks way better in person. You can kind of see the maroon a bit better in person than on camera, but let me pull you guys in so you can kind of see. Do you see how it's a little bit of like a maroon? Guys, and that is the kitchen refresh. I love the way it turned out. I really wanted something that felt organic and fresh and new, but that was super functional. Let me know down in the comments, should I keep the mirror up here or should I swap it back for the artwork? I want to know what you think. And this is just the beginning of me refreshing our apartment. There's gonna be a lot more videos coming very soon of just making over the little spaces. So make sure you're subscribed, turn on your bell so you don't miss those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in a couple days with another. Bye.